Tonight, new developments in the death of a 23-year-old black woman who died after a dating app meetup, after protesters demanded answers, marching on what would have been Lauren Smithfield's 24th birthday Sunday, carrying balloons to mark the occasion. Smithfields was found unresponsive in her apartment December 12th. Her family now filing a notice of claim, a first step in preparing to sue the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut for its, quote, racially insensitive handling of Smithfield's sudden passing. She was found by a man she allegedly met on the dating app Bumble, according to a police incident report provided by the family attorney. The man is 37 years old and white, according to public record, and he called the police, according to the incident report, when he says he woke up next to her and she was not breathing.
The man who found Lauren is not currently considered a person of interest. What is the family's response to that?
The family is very insulted by that. They weren't looked at as a person of interest, and we feel that it's racially motivated.
Tonight, her death ruled an accident by the Connecticut chief medical examiner. The cause of death is multiple drugs, including fentanyl and alcohol. According to the police report, the man told police that the night before, the two were drinking tequila and Smithfields became ill and, quote, went to the bathroom to vomit. They continued drinking and she fell asleep. The report makes no reference to the two having sexual relations that night. The man says he heard Smithfield snoring around 3:30 a.m. When police arrived before 7 a.m., she had been, quote, dead for at least an hour or more and had dried blood in and around her right nostril. Ernie says the family found a note with a phone number on Smithfield's door around 7:30 p.m. the next day. The landlord notified them of her death.
And they're told there's nothing to investigate. He seems like a nice guy. They never quarantined the area. They never collected anything of value.
Instead, according to the notice of claim, the family found their own evidence, including blood-stained sheets and, quote, a pill used as a sedative and a used condom. The Bridgeport police did not comment on the specific allegations made by the family, but in a statement said in part, the investigation remains open and active, and the department offers its sincerest condolences to the family and friends of Miss Lauren Smithfields.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And we got to talk about the amount of black women dealing with white men and then popping up dead. We have to talk about this because it's happened so much within the last year that I think we're getting on borderline pandemic levels of this. We're getting on trending levels of this. This is starting to become a thing. Y'all just seen the news story on Lauren Smithfields, okay? She just overdosed, we think. You know, we don't know what happened. They were drinking and maybe she took too many drugs, right? But they literally left a note on the door, and the note on the door says, hey, you know, there's nothing to see here. He seemed like a nice guy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then the family does their own investigation. They find blood-soaked sheets, and they find date rape drugs, and they find a used condom. And the cops literally purposely mislooked this to the point where they have to get sued for this, okay? Then before that, you had Miss Mercedes Moore. No sign of forced entry into her house. White man there, she's dead. And then before that, I wish I could remember this young lady's name, but you can Google this story and you will find it. Young black lady dealing with an older white male, okay? She goes into the bathroom, she ends up dead. No further investigation. Oh, we just think she overdosed. All these women just happen to overdose with these white dudes, okay? And then even more recently, we have Asia Maynard, who went on a date with a white man again, ended up dead again, and once again, oh, we don't think there was any signs of foul play. You didn't even look for signs of foul play, okay? And that's leaving out Nia Wilson and her sister, who just got off a train and a random white dude stabbed them both in the neck. Listen, we got a problem here. And my thing is, where's the swirlers community? Where's the divestment community? Where's Shea Butter Twitter and all the women who be on Twitter talking about, we need to leave the black man, we need to go with the white man? Where are y'all talking about these murders? Because, okay, Cardi B pitched in with the Lauren Smithfield story, but damn, they had to do a whole protest and a whole goddamn rally to help get justice for that girl. What about the other girls? Most people don't even know the stories about the other girls. No big divestors are talking about it. I don't see Tanya TKO saying a goddamn thing. I don't see Cynthia G saying the goddamn thing. But these same shrillers and divestor communities is going to continue to tell black women we need to leave black men alone. We need to go this way. We need to start dealing with white men more. We need to diversify. And y'all talk about being the most unprotected woman. Let me tell you something. You don't know what unprotection is until you start dealing with white men and you feel their wrath. Because let me tell you something. When you step to the white man, okay, he has white women on his side. And even more important than having white women on his side, he has the justice system on his side. He has society on his side. Because at the end of the day, you might be a woman and that black woman card works with black men. Because y'all can bring up all day. Because I know some people are going to say, well, black men kill black women too. Well, first of all, if a black man did kill a black woman, his ass is getting prosecuted. He's going to jail. The police are not going to assume if a black woman is dead and a black man is there that there was no foul play. They're going to assume you killed her. See, black women are used to, whenever they call the cops on black men, shit gets done. It's immediately he goes to jail. He gets prosecuted. Shit gets done. But when you're dealing with the white man, at the end of the day, that's his justice system. They aren't even investigating these things. You talk about being unprotected. You're really unprotected when you're dealing with the white man because there's nothing black men can do for you. Even if they wanted to, which honestly, once you step into the realm of dating white men, you've taken them on as your protection at that point, in my opinion. Okay? But there's nothing a black man could do for you if he wanted to, because we're still trying not to get shot by the police. That a lot of you call on us. Some of y'all don't. There are some black women who should call the cops, to be completely honest with you. Got abusive baby fathers and everything, and they don't. So I don't want to label all of you, but there's too many of you who do sick the white man on your man. So we're too busy trying to get them off our backs to even help y'all if we wanted to. What the hell a black man gonna say to a cop about investigating something? We just gonna get shot. We ain't gotta worry about the white male taking us out. The cop's gonna take us out for him. So you're really unprotected when you step into white man land. And no one's even bringing up that part. Hey, when you date these white dudes, you need to make sure everyone knows you're going on a date with these white dudes. You need to make sure everybody knows, where y'all at or what's going on. Half the time, people weren't even aware that these white men were in these women's houses or these women were going on dates with these white dudes. It was like some type of secret link or sneaky link or some type of secret affair or whatever the case may be. Now, I know in the case of Lauren Smith Fields, she preferred white men. But what you're noticing here, these are usually older white men who you can assume probably have a bunch of money. It's that new sugar daddy phase. It's that new we want to be kept phase. It's that new, we want a man with a bunch of money to take care of us phase. And I get it. Get your bag if that's what you're shooting for, okay? But again, we have an entire community online through Twitter, through YouTube, etc., who claim divestment, who claim swirling, who claim black women need to start dating more interracially, and they're completely ignoring this literally at this point trend of not only white men killing black women, but not being prosecuted for it, not even being investigated. Like, it's deeper than if they were taking these dudes to jail and they were beating the case. These dudes aren't being prosecuted. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what's more ridiculous. I've literally seen more black men, even the black men who literally come into these spaces of Twitter and YouTube and don't even like black women. I've still seen more black men acknowledging this and talking about this and saying, hey, this is becoming a problem than I have black women. Black women are just skipping along out here, steady saying, we need to go start talking to the white man. Like, they don't see this as an issue. You're getting zero justice over there. Like I said, you think you're getting no justice over here? You have zero protection over there. There is nothing anyone can do for you. You're going to need to go viral and get Cardi B behind you like Lauren Smith Fields, or you're done. Those other girls, they're done. They done. Like, no one's fighting for them. No one's saying anything about them. So I just find it very disingenuous for the divestment community to still be talking about black men while all of this is going on, and they have nothing to say about these white dudes. As a matter of fact, I seen an article on Forbes where, because this is another problem that we're having, besides the white men killing these black women, they're doing race play with these black women. They're literally basically putting it back into the slave days. Oh, I own you, you're my property, you black nigga, you black B, whatever the case may be. And let me tell you something, when I used to go into the suburbs, the PWI colleges, into the suburban white schools where they used to have some black kids, white men really do be talking to them about this. Guys, race play is a big thing. But even when you see women complaining about that, I seen a Forbes article, and I'm going to post it in the video, and you wouldn't believe it. This woman's complaining. She's like, he married me, and then he changed up. He called me a black bee. He's telling me I'm his slave, and that he owns me, and I'd be nothing without him. But she still found a way to diss black men when he's the one saying this stuff. Look at this. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what can't keep continuing to happen. That's what I'm talking about, okay? We need to make a focus on these white men killing these black women, okay? We need the divesting community. We need the shrilling community. We need the Shea Butter Twitter community of divestors to be talking about that. What we don't need to do is turn this into the black man somehow. Well, the black man is not protecting us from the white man. We can't. Well, the black man, they were treating us so bad it made us feel like we need to go over there. No. You went over there because you wanted to go over there. You went over there because you thought it was an escape. You went over there because you thought, well, if I found the real man, or whatever the case may be, I found this man with money was going to solve all my problems. And you didn't know what came along with that money. You didn't know what came along with going over there. And instead of acknowledging those traumas, you want to put it on the black man like it's the black man's fault still. Well, you should be protecting us from that. We should be protecting you from your own decisions. Look, at the end of the day, I have zero respect for anyone in the swirling divestment community or the divesting and swirling community and on Twitter, or any black woman preaching any type of interracial anything that has to do with white men if they are not going to acknowledge and talk about all these deaths that have been happening. I mean, they're literally picking you guys off of IG and dating apps and just killing you and going unprosecuted. I don't want to hear another word about black men until this is discussed and this is dealt with. Point, I don't want to hear it. I don't see how other black women could even support it. All right, but y'all need to be careful out here. For the sisters who watching me, y'all need to be careful out here. Because don't ever think for a minute that white men don't know what type of privilege they have. And don't ever think for a minute that they don't know that they can treat y'all in ways that they can't treat white women. I repeat, don't ever think that they don't know for a minute that they can treat y'all in ways they can't treat white women. And a lot of them want to be misogynists. A lot of them might want to be abusers, but they know that they can never get away with it. But guess what? They also know that they can get away with it with you. Because as my man Jay-Z said, you can be a rich nigga, poor nigga, female nigga, male nigga, you're still a nigga at the end of the day. And they know they're going to get away with it. They know the law's going to be on their side. They know they have the court of public opinion. Sisters, y'all need to get together. Y'all even need to have a conversation about this, or y'all might need to rework your divestment strategy as a whole and figure out if that's even something that's going to work for you. Because this is getting real. This is getting dangerous. All right, and like I said, ain't gonna be much a black man can do for you when you're dealing with white men in the court of law and public opinion, because they dominate that. That's just the reality of the fact. So divestors, swirlers, figure it out. My sisters out here who still rocking with us, y'all make sure y'all be safe. If you are gonna walk with a white man, I'm not telling you all white men are doing this, of course, but make sure you be safe. You need to tell your family and your friends where you're going, when you're going there, or when he's coming through. Don't just have no white dude sliding through your crib and no one knows that he's coming there. That way you can limit the amount or the chances that it's happening. I'm Alex and I'm out. Peace.